What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, dude. Check this out, okay? We just saw the Samsung Galaxy Fold be released, and I didn't really talk about it too much. I was going to drop a video on my second channel, I just didn't feel like doing it. But right now we have this new type of technology. Now, Samsung didn't invent it. There's been other renders and phones that have been released before, but I'm pretty sure Apple's probably going to end up doing something like this too. Now, there's a lot of conflicting reports. A lot of people are saying, no, they're not going to do it. They never will do it, whatever. But in my opinion, I think Apple will probably end up doing it at some point, okay? And even if they are eventually going to do it, this year would be the perfect time to do it because the release is in September. It's later on this year, unless they drop one at WWDC, which I really doubt. But in my opinion, I think Apple could actually release a folding iPhone this year. Now again, I kind of want to say, along with the other phone videos I've done, these renders are super early. They're not like 100% perfect. Some of the ones I did, with the first one I did was really bad, but I kind of showcased what it could have looked like in real life. Again, super rough drafts, but you get the idea. And in my opinion, I think Apple actually does a really good job at introducing technologies and kind of making the norm. But Samsung here did it kind of first. I mean, again, they weren't the first phone to make it, but they are one of the biggest phone companies ever. So I can only see Apple following in their footsteps as well. Now with the folding iPhone, I don't know what they're going to call it, the iPhone Fold, the iPhone F, who knows, the iPhone FR, I don't know. It's probably going to be the same type of look-alike as the Galaxy Fold. It's probably going to have a screen at the front. Some of my renders show that, but I personally do think that the iPhone Fold will actually look a lot better than the Galaxy Fold at the front. The front of the Galaxy Fold does not look that good, where this one could potentially look a lot better, taking advantage of that full screen, kind of making it a little bit longer here and there, but I definitely think it would look a lot better doing it this route. Now, in my opinion, I've done some of my early renders with a notch with the iPhone Fold, but in my opinion, I think it could possibly be released without a notch, you know? Now, if it is released with a notch inside, it's going to be symmetrical, no doubt, unlike Samsung's, which their notch is like on the side of the corner, kind of awkward. But with this one, I really do think if they were to release it, they might just full on put a notch in it, kind of to just distinguish between this one and another one. And I would rather have a bendable notch in the middle than have a notch on the side or like in the corner. I think that would look really ugly. I don't know why Samsung did that, but with this one, if they put a notch in the middle, I would be kind of happy. So in that sense, I might be happy a little bit. Now the screen, in my opinion, I think the screen sizes overall will probably be something like 2 iPhone XRs combined, like the size of the screen. It's not the resolution, but like the 6.1 inch screen. I think it would be like 2 of those. I don't think they would go full out like iPhone XS Max screens, which is 6.5 inches, I believe. I don't really remember the top of my head. I think that would be a little bit too much if you have both of those. But if they put a little bit of a smaller screen like on the iPhone XR, I think that would look a lot better and feel a lot better in the hands. So that is one thing that's kind of like right at the top of my head. And just like the Galaxy Fold, it's going to have 2 batteries inside as well. So kind of taking advantage of that bigger battery, hopefully combined size is like 5,000 to 6,000 milliamp hours. That would be really cool. It will have the latest chipset at the time and all that crazy things you guys already know. But this specific phone, the iPhone Fold, should offer more features in software like split screen multitasking and picture-in-picture and things like that, if those are not already in iOS 13. So if Apple releases this, if they offer those 2 features in iOS 13, the iPhone Fold could potentially take off like crazy. And this is the thing, okay, this will probably be pretty expensive also, okay? It's probably going to be around the $2,000 price mark, probably more in my opinion. They're probably going to be more expensive than Samsung, but you know, honestly, that's the price for innovation. You know, we're probably going to end up be paying a lot of money for this thing. Obviously, if you can't afford it, don't get the first gen, get like next year's or the 2 years, but this is probably the pinnacle of the price we're going to be paying. All the folding technology phones we're paying after this will probably end up being cheaper, so that's definitely a good thing. It might have USB Type-C instead of Lightning, just like the iPads, man, but this is one thing that I kind of want to hit on. I mean, with the new iPads that we got, the iPad Pros, and even like the older ones that Apple sells, like the older iPad Pros or something, those sales are actually not that bad. Apple is still selling a lot of iPads, so in my opinion, if they were to release this, wouldn't that also affect some of the phones and iPads that they were releasing like in the past? Because wouldn't somebody just buy this instead of both an iPhone and an iPad? I mean, that's something that kind of runs through my head that kind of conflicts with this whole theory. But in my opinion, if Samsung's already doing it, and if I think Motorola is planning on doing it and many other phone manufacturers, I personally do think that Apple does not want to lag behind. They want to go drop many more products this year, and I really do think Apple is probably going to end up making a folding phone, if not this year, then next year. But I really do think if they stand a chance, they should probably end up posting one this year. And even Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, said he wants to see Apple make a folding phone. So Apple, if you're listening, bro, I'm the new CEO. We'll eventually just go ahead and make the folding phone. You guys have my permission, all right? But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, if you enjoy my renders or anything, bro, hit that like button first of all. It took a lot of time to make these, but definitely comment down if you guys have any questions or or anything. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's going to be dropped? But definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links, as well as the giveaway, man. I'm doing an iPhone SE giveaway. I'm giving away 4 of them. Check out the links in the description. It means so much. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.